everybody, good morning. It is Tuesday the 16th of June and I am coming to you from Ocho Rios, Jamaica. My name is Sally and I just wanted to add this video to my series. It's called Dog Bowl Part 3 and here is the dog bowl that I'm going to talk about. Anyway, I have not been on YouTube for the last 3 months, and for that I apologize. It was probably the end of April, so maybe it's 2 months, the end of April when I made my last video as I went through the process of making this dog bowl. And what's happened over the last few months? Well, I have been concentrating and focusing on my time on my Facebook channel. And I've been making videos, 2 videos a week, in trying to help people pass the time away from the stay-at-home mandate and giving people something to do and to watch my videos. And not that I'm any great potter or any magical artist or anything like that, but it was really intended for my friends as we all went through this stay-at-home process. But now that the mandates are lifting, sorry about that, now that they are lifting, people are returning back to normal. So I'm going to return back to my YouTube video and showing you where I'm at and what's been happening. Another thing that's happened was the lid to my kiln collapsed. I had a big long crack in it. It's a bit of a long story, but I had a big long crack in it and I used a winch strap to help support the strap, which had actually broken. And that was all well and good until one day when I was stupid and I tried to undo the winch strap, and of course then my lid just totally collapsed. So what I ended up having to do was order a new lid, and that just took some time because the manufacturer was off with their company closed. So I've just had to bide my time, and so finally last week I got the new lid to my kiln. And so how does that affect my dog dish? So where we left off on part 2, I had shown you how I trimmed the bottom of the dish and how I painted the underglaze on the rim. So now where we're at is bisque firing. So now that I have the kiln lid back on and my kiln is operating fully, I was able, at the end of last week, I was able to do a bisque fire, and that's what I've done with my dish. So now my dish has been bisque fired, it's hard, and I can now glaze it, and that's what bisque firing does. It prepares your greenware or the pieces that you've made that are bone dry. It prepares them for the next phase, and that is glazing. And it hardens it. It still is porous. It is able to receive the glaze, which is in liquid form, and the body of the pot will absorb the moisture and leave the powder on the outside, and that is what gets fired in the glaze firing and turns into glass essentially, and becomes the finished piece of pottery. So that's where I'm at now. There's really not much more to do to this bowl other than just to glaze it, and what I'm going to do is I have a big bucket of clear glaze and I will just dip it into the glaze, count to 1 or 2, and then pull it out. So I'm not going to do a video on that. It would take all of about 5 seconds, but that's the next step of this video. I also wanted to acknowledge a fellow by the name of Vaughn Smith, and he's a potter in Nova Scotia, Canada, and he's somebody that I follow. I like his very calm demeanor. I like the way he explains things. I actually like some of his techniques and the way he does some glazing. So I have been following him probably for about, maybe 3 or 4 months. And he gave me a bit of a nod, welcoming Yaba Pottery, which is, of course, my business name, Yaba Pottery, to his list of subscribers. So thank you, Vaughn. I hope you get the opportunity to see this. I am Canadian, funny enough, living in Jamaica, but anyway, that's where I'm at. So I am just going to finish this off and say welcome to anybody who happens to see this for the first time. I am a hobby potter. I enjoy what I'm doing. It is a welcome relief to the boredom of sitting around all day. I started my pottery about 15 years ago, and I just enjoy what I do, and I enjoy making these videos, and I hope that people are entertained by it, and I also hope that people can learn from it. So I just want to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you the next time I do a video. Thanks.